What up, everybody? The show's just getting ready to wind down for the day. I wanted to do a last walk around, see if y'all have any questions you want me to get answered for you. I'll walk through a couple of the different models, point out some of the accessories. I'll be watching the comments and get any questions answered. Yes, it is a 6-lug. 32s come stock on the XRS. You can fit a 35, but no bigger than a 35. Retractable harnesses on this model. Got a glove box, new gauge console, entertainment system, navigation, largest in the industry right now. Rear view mirror. Lots of cool things on this vehicle that I'll dive into on videos that are uploading right now. The doors do open up from the inside as well as the outside. Grab handle there. I'm 6'1". Legs are comfortable on both sides. Steering is very comfortable. Nice padded. Familiar start-stop button. You do have the ability to cycle through all of these buttons throughout the vehicle on the dash itself. I just uploaded a video talking about that. There's your different drive modes. It's very comfortable on the inside. You do have a really good view of the tire for you guys asking about that. Dual USB there on the left, 12 volt in the center, another USB on the right. That's where you're going to plug in for the navigation to your phone. For those of you just chiming in, if there's anything specific you want me to find for you while I'm walking around, I'm happy to do that. We'll go in the design room here. This is where they're kind of the preliminary idea of the car. They're actually messing around with models live right now. I'm really digging that one. There are several different models available of the Maverick R. Let's go check some of those out right now. This is the Maverick R. Do have a smaller tire on this model and a smaller wheel. This one does have a 15. You cannot run smaller than a 15. There are models with the 16. Inside the vehicle, seating is really nice, very comfortable. Again, you do have the ability to manually shift it or put it into automatic. Plenty of options for the link system. There's also covers that you can get as an accessory to cover up this space on the sides for additional storage on both sides. Air filter is housed right there. And of course, with the transmission, there's no belt. Another colorway over here. There's quite a few different options for roofs. This is the Maverick RX. You guys have been asking for a long time to have something happen with the dash. Now you got it. And the largest in the industry. We'll go over here to some of the other models. So with the smart integrated LED roof and hood lights, they do have the ability to turn when you turn. The intensity also varies with the vehicle speed. So as you turn to the left, you can see that light now broadcasting off to the left. And as you turn to the right, that light broadcasts to the right. Accessories on this one include the desert rear bumper, the spare tire rack. You can also utilize it as a cargo rack, of course. Storage box here in the bed. There are many different storage options. Here's the storage boxes in the sides, like I mentioned. This one also has the rock sliders on it. The rock sliders as well as the front and rear bumpers are available in yellow as well. Upper light bar mount, center seat storage, passenger storage / cooler. This does have the JL audio sound system in it. You have speakers up front, speakers in the doors, speakers behind, and subwoofers under the seats.
While the power delivery from the Rotax C-Power provided a smile with every crack of the rock. My favorite will have to be the orange.
There's the desert bumper on the front.
But the Pulse is the ultimate urban weapon. I've spent the last 35 years on two wheels. You can honestly say I'm excited for the world to experience a new generation of Can-Am motorcycles. So that's my take on it. I've really enjoyed my time on it. Elaine,
Here is the Maverick R XRS, also loaded up with a bunch of lighting and accessories. Full glass windshield with windshield wiper and washer fluid kit. Roof scoop, LED mirrors. There's your headlight shot, signature lighting. Upper light bar. Mirrors do fold in out of the way if needed. Device mount. There's your sport. You also have the ability to add additional lighting buttons and switches, as well as change the intensity of them. Very nice. This is an accessory here. There's a look at that light bar from the inside of the vehicle. This also has the JAIL overhead audio system in it. And center storage bag. 2 radiators on the vehicle, one up front, one in the back. This scoop will bring additional air down in the back. You've got quite a few different options, as I mentioned, for the cargo. These boxes are sold separately. Yes, there are different model trims. This is where the camera is mounted. You can also do a front camera on them. The map system is the BRP Go app map system. It was updated today, so it fixed a lot of the issues that you guys have been complaining about. Of course, the retractable harness is in there. And we've got a vehicle here that's basically in half, so we can give you an inside view. Thanks for the comments so far. You guys have anything else you want to learn about? Let me know. I'll come over here on the front and work my way down. This is the Maverick R XRS, cut in half. How many inches between the tire and the thing? So it depends on the model. This model does have a 32-inch tire on it. You can fit about 3 of my fingers in between there, so you're a couple of inches. You will be able to fit a 35-inch tire on there. You're gonna need to be a little careful with the tire selection. There's not a lot of room in here, not even a half an inch. You're gonna be starting about 35,000 and go up to about 44,300. Give you a look at how the suspension mounts up here. Does the lever for the seats work the same? Are you talking about sliding it forward and backward? I'll show you exactly what the lever is, if that's what you're referring to. So there is your lever. So it's very similar to what we have already on the X3. It does slide forward and backward relatively easy. You do not have the lower mount hole right here down at the bottom. There is a mount hole. It's hard to see in the video, but it's about an inch below this mount hole. Power steering unit is right there. Let me look through your comments here again. Top speed 93 miles an hour. Did they fix the shear mounts? This is a completely redesigned vehicle. There's nothing that's not new on this vehicle. They do have the ability to put 2 subwoofers under the seats, yes. I'll show you a model with them on. These are the signature lights here, low beam, high beam on the headlights, scoop light, windshield light, and then the additional lights in the mirrors. We'll come back over here, give you guys the look. The battery is behind the driver's seat. There is a spot up here under the dash, or up under the front, where you've got jump points. Your fuses are right there. You do have the dual brake reservoirs. That's correct, it is a 6-lug. They have not given us any hint on a release date for the 4-seater. This show is in Atlanta, yes. I'm gonna walk over and show you guys what the transmission looks like now.
No, it would be good for the dealers to talk.
So over here on my right, there's a look of the engine turbo area. If there's anything specific you guys want to see, let me know.
In my opinion.
Lots of rumors about how much horsepower this vehicle is able to produce. I've heard numbers over 300 horsepower. Stock is 240 horsepower. After the tour of the engine here, we'll go over to the transmission. There's been a lot of requests to give you guys a view of that. They do have one cut out like this as well. So you can shift this on the fly from high to low while you're driving.
igual, estamos.
This is explaining how it works. So basically, when you're in first gear, it's already selected your next gear. So the clunky sensation that you're filling in your YXZ or your Honda, you're not going to feel that at all in the new R. There's a lot of excitement around the shift on the fly from low to high and high to low at the show.
Exacto, yo creo que es así. ¿Sabes? Si dejan el 100% manual, ahí sí tiene que haber una. Para tú realmente ver qué pasa. Si te pasáis, lo único que van a hacer es cortarte revolución. Que no puede andar más, como el auto.
As far as the horsepower on stock internals, everything is speculation on that 300 horsepower. I don't have a lot of details on that. I'll see if I can get anything on that for you. Also new for the show, we'll come on over this way. They have launched the 4C XRC, as you're seeing in front of me now. We've been asked for this for quite a few years now, why they haven't come out with the XRC, and now we've got it. So this is the 2024 X3 Max XRC Turbo RR. In traditional fashion with the rock crawl version, you've got the winch, the skid plates, the bumper, A-arm guards, the V-brace. You've got the lower door inserts, retractable harnesses. Here's a new colorway for this year as well on the DS. This is just the DS Turbo, still a great seller. Over on this side we have a new for you Defender Limited fans. Stop me along the way if you guys have any questions. For you Defender Limited fans, this is the new color for this year. So there is no more blue for 2024. What do you think about the red? The Defender Limited's been a great vehicle for us for a lot of reasons. It's super quiet. Heat, AC, power windows. Still no lockable doors for you guys asking about the lockable doors this year. All black seats. So you will be able to get the Defender Limited in stone gray. The tan is still available, and camo. Let me check out some comments here. For the XRC, is this the only color available? So on the XRC, this is the only color available for 2024. They're calling it a hybrid white and Legion red. We pop back over here for you guys that are just chiming in at the launch of the all-new Maverick R. Several different models available. The big talk of the show is suspension, horsepower, and transmission. Can I show the front diff? Absolutely. I'll see if I can get into some light. So this is a bigger front differential than what we've been seeing. I'll come over on the other side. I know that's a little hard to see from that angle. Just so you guys are aware, the front drive shafts are the same for the left and the right hand side. They are different than the rear, but they are the same left and right on the rear as well. I'll come over to the other side here for you. You're very welcome. Let me know if there's anything else specific you guys want to see. We may get a better view on the vehicle that's cut in half up here as well. I'll bounce up there and see. Of course, the Maverick RX RS is going to be the more expensive unit with smart shocks. This is the vehicle with smart shocks. There's probably a better view for you there on the diff. All right, can we see the roof scoop and how it works? Absolutely. So they do not all come with the roof scoop. This is an accessory. You do have two radiators on the Maverick R, one in the front, one in the rear. This hood scoop is going to take air through a tube system, and it's going to come across the top and down over the radiator in the rear. The majority of the air for cooling of the engine is going to happen from the front radiator. The rear is going to be able to assist in cooling the transmission. Does it have quick release seats? So you do have the same sliding mechanism as we have had on the X3s. I've not seen how the seats come out, so I'll find that out for you. Stay tuned. No, the scoop mic is not funneling air into the cab. It's sealed off all the way along the top, no matter which roof you decide to go with. It is taking that air and putting it over the rear radiator. The transmission lifespan. So yes, I've got videos that are being updated right now. They're basically saying that this transmission is good for life. So there's not a lot of serviceable components on the transmission internally. They foresee no issues with it. It doesn't come with a lifetime warranty or anything like that, but they're stating that it should be good for the life of the vehicle. Engine lifespan. I have not heard anything about that. I know I've heard them talking that they do have units with over 5,000 miles on them, but I don't know if that's like the most miles that they've had on one yet or not.
There's no way another gas tank could fit it. That's a big metal.
There's a view of your fuel tank there.
When I was looking for Matt,
as far as battery access, so the battery is behind the driver's seat. However, you do have the ability, if needed, to jump someone else from underneath this cover. You've got a positive and negative terminal there. It is a little difficult to get to the battery, though, behind the driver's seat. How big a tire is under the control arms? So this model does come with a 32-inch tire. You can fit up to a 35. You will need to be a little bit careful. There's my hand there. So you're probably about 2.5 inches at the tightest point, maybe 3. It is very, very tight here though on the side. You got about a 1/2 inch on the side. You cannot run smaller than a 14-inch wheel. There is models that come with a 15. On this XRS, it does have a 16. 6 lug. I'll come over here to a couple of the other models for those of you guys just chiming in. This is the Maverick R right here. Smaller tire, comes with a 30 and a 15-inch wheel. What's the purpose for the control arm sticking out front? So picture a side-by-side as you're coming up through the whoops. You'll see that front end and the rear end scrub in and out. It's impossible for it to do it on this particular setup. So this front wheel and the rear wheel can only travel straight up and straight down. It's not possible for it to scrub in and out like you're going to see on a X3 or a Razor pounding through the whoops. Show the brakes. 3 piston on the brakes. Let me come over here, see if I can give you a better view of it here. They're actively designing models right here at the show. All right, so here's the brakes. It's very, very thick. That's going to dissipate heat very well. I'll bounce back over here and get through some of your questions. It looks like a Volkswagen. If you're liking the Maverick R and would like to buy it from us, give us a call, 435-427-3338. You can also check us out on the web at bigpinesports.com. If you do find our content valuable, please like and subscribe.
Hi, is it me or I saw you on YouTube?
Yeah, that's
I
us.
was looking for Can-Am yesterday and I saw your video. You did a selfie. Like, hey,
Yeah.
we are the club. Na, na, na.
Yeah. This is one of the video guys, right?
What's up?
Say hi. You're live right now.
Okay, nice.
What's your company? Who do you work for?
We are a company from Montreal, which is Field Trip.
Very nice.
And yeah, we are covering some of the video for the club.
Perfect. Awesome. And who's the ladies inside? Do they work for you?
No, they don't work for me. We work together. This is Dad actually. She's from BRP.
From BRP. What do you think of the new R?
It's freaking wild. I can't wait to feel it out on the road and the dunes, and I can't wait to race it.
Awesome. What do you do for BRP?
I do everything.
Everything?
I'm the wild card. Whatever they need me to do, I'm on it.
All right. How about the passenger over there?
I'm working for the production team video up there. We're fixing interviews and stuff for her. So we're excited. It's a fun ride.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Hey, I got some of our YouTube subscribers wanting to know if you can get them a demo unit tomorrow.
If I could get a demo unit, I'm gonna take it for myself.
Oh, come on now. All right, I'll keep working them, you guys. All right, let's see. All right, here is the XRS with not a lot of people around it. So, all right, I am 6'1". For those of you asking about the room inside, plenty of room on the sides for the legs. The seating is very, very comfortable. Gauge up here, not so much excitement going on there. We've got a lot going on with the touchscreen here. You've got backup cameras, front cameras. You can do all kinds of things with it. You can change the gauges and what they do. You can hard press on a gauge, see what the boost is doing. You've got the RPM, mile per hour, battery, mileage, and all of that. This vehicle's got a whopping 3.7 miles on it. How's the view? So you do have a good view for the driver tire right out from the side of the vehicle. Does the gauge cluster move? Yes, so you can fully customize this dash however you want, or you're talking this gauge cluster. So if you're talking on the steering wheel, it does have a different handle down here that you're going to release to move the steering up or down on the vehicle. It goes down a lot further than I think you would ever need it to go, and it goes up quite a ways as well. So it is attached to the steering wheel as far as that goes. This one does not move. Let me power it back up here. This one does not move, but everything about it is customizable and you can tailor it. So with the BRP Go app, you can touch on that, connect your phone through the BRP Go app. You do need to plug it in up here under the dash on the spot there on the right. Does it pull in or out? Are we talking the steering wheel? So the steering wheel does come out a long ways towards the driver. So yes, you can push it in a long ways. I'm gonna say that's a good 6 inches or so. So quite a ways there. Very nice. Back here on the gauge, like I mentioned, you do have the cameras front and back. I've not heard anything about launch control. I'll see if I can find out about launch control on that. Your gear shifter down here from drive to reverse. You can go from high range to low range on the fly. And you do have the 7 gears in each range. The low range is extremely low. Do you sit back and down the lime? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What are you asking there? All right, any other questions? Do you see any major issues with rugged radios and PCI integrating radio intercoms in the new console? Are you talking as far as where to put it? Because a lot of the real estate is taken up. are 4-point seat belts, and they are retractable. They are not 5 points, they're only 4-point. Automatic transmission, or you have to use the paddle shifter. Either way, you get to choose. So you can do automatic or you can use the paddle shifters. And there are different modes in automatic as well. Do I think Kawasaki has a better view from the inside? So up over the hood, they're about the same, and over the doorway, they're very similar as well. The arm here is not really blocking your view because you already have the outside of the tire that you can see. The base model does not have all the same features. It does not come with the screen, speakers. It does not come with bead locks. It also has a 15-inch wheel. I'll show you over here. It's got a 15-inch wheel instead of a 16, and it is not a bead lock. And it also has a 30-inch tire instead of a 32. As far as features go, it does still have the tie-down tow hooks placed there on the front. Yes, you can add the screen later on. Anything on the upper end models can be added. So you do not have the screen up here. You have a lot of the control buttons that are going to control the suspension and drive modes and all of that. Power steering modes, that's all the same. Your dash cluster up here is different, but you do not have the big screen. So from the A-pillar back, it does look great. You do have some slots here on the side that you can't see on any of the pictures online or most of the videos. Just wanted to point that out to you guys. Air filter location is right here. I did do a video of it separately. It is a paper serviceable filter. And for now, I think we're going to call it good. So there is a lot of additional hype over the watercraft that's over here. We're seeing watercraft now with 325 horsepower. I'll continue to video walking out the building, but I'm going to go update a lot of the video content. On the Sea-Doo side, this is the RXP-X 325. It's kind of the highlight of the show for the water guys. They do have a couple models of the electric bikes. These are first generation prototypes here. And there's the Pulse. So they have updated you do need to use the BRP phone app.
Ahí lo recibimos con mucho gusto. Ya lo hemos hecho, ¿eh? Lo hemos recibido colombiano, Toca con mucho gusto. No quiero conocer a otra parte de México. Conozco un caso de carne y nada más. Pero no conozco otra parte.
I'll have to verify if there's any additional horsepower. I don't recall that. I don't believe there was. And for you three-wheeled guys, I guess I better show you some love over here. There's the new wheel style for the Riker Rally. There's the Riker there. You're very welcome. Thanks for chiming in. For those of you guys that are chiming in late, we did do a walkthrough of the Maverick R, and tons of video is still getting uploaded as we speak. If you do see or not see something you want additional information on, just go ahead and post up in those comments below in any of the videos. I will be back in the showroom tomorrow to do a full walkthrough again and answer any additional questions. I do have a lot of video content talking about the ins and outs of how the transmission works as well as the suspension. Stay tuned, everybody. Again, thanks for chiming in. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you found the content helpful. Have a good night, everybody.